But I'm with Vincennes University now, and I work at the Subaru plant, so that's where my classroom and stuff. But what I'm here to tell you about today is the Advanced Internship in Manufacturing. It's a really cool internship program that is partnering up with all these different manufacturers that you see up here on the wall. Right now there's 9. By the end of next week we should have 10 companies, and all these companies are ones that where you could, if you are interested in this program, you could participate. You could start working at one of these 10 companies, and I'll tell you a lot more about how all this works. But first, what I want to do is give you a real quick overview of the 9 different companies that are currently participating in this program. If I want this to work, I better plug this. So first, of course, is Subaru. Subaru is they're our, I'll call them our flagship partner company. They're the ones who invited us up here. The whole reason that Subaru invited Vincennes up here to get this internship program for industrial maintenance technicians started is because they're looking 5-10 years down the road at their existing workforce, and they're seeing a lot of 25, 30, and 35-year employees that are going to be retiring soon. And a lot of those employees are in what we call skilled trades, and industrial maintenance is one of them. Tool and die is another, and that we've got another internship program that I won't have time to go into here right now, but there is a tool and die industrial, or a tool and die internship program. This one is industrial maintenance. Subaru, they invited us up because they saw the number of retirees that are coming, and there's not enough people coming into the skilled trades positions to fill the openings that they're going to have. Subaru is not alone, right? And that's why we have so many different partner companies that are working with us. Caterpillar, they're seeing the same thing. They're another partner company in this internship program, and they build large diesel and gas engines. There's a couple companies that are kind of far from here. There are ones in Logansport, A. Raymond. They manufacture fasteners for the automotive market. And then another one, about as far as A. Raymond, they're up in Winnemac, is Brown Building. They take vehicles like the one shown here, a Toyota Sienna. They work on the Odyssey. It's a lot of minivan type vehicles, and they convert them to make them handicap accessible. Pretty cool operation they've got going, and they're looking for interns to work at their facility. Heartland Automotive. We've got 2 locations in this area. One's in Lafayette, one's down at Greencastle. They do plastic injection molding for automotive industry. So the Lafayette plant is producing parts for Subaru. The Greencastle plant is producing parts for the Honda factory in Greensburg and the Toyota factory down in Princeton. So they've got lots of cool opportunities there. Next one, Voestalpine on the south side of Lafayette. They're also manufacturing automotive components for Ford and for Tesla and Mercedes-Benz. Right across US 52 from Voestalpine is Nanshan Aluminum, Nanshan Aluminum Extrusions. They're making parts also for automotive, but also the aerospace industry. So a lot of different industries that we're getting into with the different partners that we're working with. CSI, one of the newer partners, they're in Crawfordsville. Closure Systems International. They make bottle caps. So if you crack the cap on a pop bottle, chances are real good it was manufactured in Crawfordsville. They're making 5 million caps a day there. They've already hired several graduates, and they've got several internship positions as well. Our newest partner is Evonik, formerly Eli Lilly, Tippecanoe Labs. So now we're getting into the pharmacy industry as well. So there's lots of different, 9 different companies that you could potentially work with through this internship program. Lots of different market segments. So the pharmacy, industrial equipment, Caterpillar, and automotive. So really cool, and also aerospace. So I could talk all day about AIM program, but I have a video that I'd like to play, and it's some current students and graduates of the AIM program, And so I thought that, maybe they could relate to you a little bit better than an old man in a...
My first trip at the AIM program when I was a senior in high school. You're not waiting around in class, just trying to get by. You're actually in it. You're learning it, and you're going through the process. And going to school while I was here, I was able to apply the things I learned in school and apply them on the floor, which makes you learn 10 times faster.
First semester down at Vincennes, which is completely a normal college experience. And then after that, we came back to Lafayette, and we did the 3 days of work. And the 2 days, we were in the classroom.
The training was very hands-on, lectures before we actually got to put our hands on actual material.
We talked about, in the video, we talked about several things. Being able to graduate or have a career and education path. So it's a combined education and career pathway. And I talked about that already, that there's very few programs in the country where you've got a full-time job waiting for you, and this one has it. Opportunity to graduate debt-free, and now with next level jobs, that's even greater. Then you've got a career in advanced manufacturing, and we do this in a heavy-duty, hands-on type environment. All the classes through this program, through the AIM program, they're about 80% lab, where you're actually working on the trainers. You're wiring things up, you're programming controllers, and 20% of the time you get to sit in the classroom and hear me yap for a little bit. So I try to minimize that because I know that, that's hard on my vocal cords, and it's probably don't get as much out of it. But it's really cool because I'm going to walk you through what this looks like. So if you're a senior right now and you've applied for this, and some of you in here already have, and so as soon as you graduate high school, I'm going to walk you through what it looks like for the 2 years through this program. So first, right after you graduate, sometime in late May, early June, you'll start a summer internship with the company that picked you up as an intern. You're going to be working full-time, 40 hours a week, and the main thing you're going to be focusing on is what does it take to keep the wheels turning on this, whatever facility you're working at. Right? There's a lot to learn. It's a huge, big sponge summer, I call it. So after that summer internship, sometime in early August, you'll end your internship, and then you'll move down to the main campus at Vincennes. Just jump on 41 and go 2 hours straight south, okay? It's not hard to get there. If you're not familiar with where Vincennes is. On that one semester, you're going to be a full-time student. You're going to take a bunch of classes, core technology classes, electronics, mechanical drives, fluid power, hydraulic, and pneumatics. And you're also going to take a course in robot programming. You're also going to get one course online. So all the general education courses are conducted online. And so we set you up for that first semester while you're on campus with an online course, but you've got a lot of resources available to you while you're on campus to really take advantage of it. So now, this next part here is these 2 blocks here. This is what I think of as the most powerful part of this whole program. Okay, because 2 days a week you're in class. You start off Mondays and Fridays in class. So after the first semester, you move back home, and you're going to be taking classes 2 days a week at the Subaru Training Center with me. 3 days a week, you're going to be working as a maintenance intern at the partner company that you've got your internship. You're going to be paired up with a seasoned veteran, a mentor, to guide you on every step of the way, and because there's a lot of dangerous stuff that can happen in maintenance. There's dangerous stuff that can happen anywhere, but maintenance has got its share of dangerous things. So we want to guide you and make sure that you're working safely. So 2 days a week in a classroom, 3 days a week, you're working as a paid intern. You can earn up to $18.25 an hour as an intern for the rest of the program. So the first semester here, you're a full-time student on the main campus. Then semesters 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you do go through one summer. You're at your fall semester on the main campus, and then spring, summer, fall, spring. You're taking classes at the Subaru Training Center, and then you're working as an intern wherever you have your internship. So that, at the end of the 5 semesters, you graduate. So you're not only going to graduate with an associate's degree from Vincennes, which that by itself is a good thing, but you're also going to have 2 full years of real-world work experience that you can put on your resume. And those 2 things together are very powerful. And I've had graduates who, at this point right here, they put their resume out, they published their profile on LinkedIn, and I've had 2 of them so far who've gotten swooped up by Tesla, and Tesla does a really nice job of coming in, and they pick up everything you want to move. They pick up your car, they fly you out there, they set you up with a rental car, put you in a house for a month while you're looking for a place to live, and it's quite the red carpet treatment. So that's just one of the options that happens after graduation. So what we're hoping is that you really like working where you're interning, and they like working with you, and so they're going to offer you a full-time position. And we already talked about not everybody gets a full-time position, right? And attendance is the #1 reason why. So make sure if you become part of this program, make sure you show up to class, make sure you show up to work every day, make sure you show up on time, and that you're ready to work, okay? Because I don't want anybody to miss out on that. After you've been working full-time for any of the partner companies, either 6 months or a year, if you want to continue your education, I already touched on this, if you want to continue your education and you're a full-time employee with any of the 9 partner companies, they'll pay your tuition for you to go back to school. You're going to still be working full-time, but if you want to pursue your education, and like I talked about earlier, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, how in the heck am I going to go to college? If the only way I can do that is go apply for student loans and get $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 in debt, or you could take this path, graduate debt-free from Vincennes, and then let the company you're working for pay your tuition for you. You can graduate with a bachelor's degree or a master's degree and have not a single dime of debt if you choose to do it that way. Purdue Polytechnic, Lafayette, they've been working very closely with us, and they've provided a degree program that dovetails nicely. And so you can go on and get your 4-year degree. So what we've talked about, real quick, summarize, being able to graduate debt-free, have a full-time career in advanced manufacturing once you graduate, and you can continue on. You can continue your education at your employer's expense. All this is possible because of the fantastic partnerships that Vincennes University has created with all those 9 different partner companies that we talked about at the beginning, as well as Purdue Polytechnic. So we've got some tremendous opportunities for you. You could go the traditional route like my daughters did. They graduated from Attica High School. They both went to Purdue. They amassed a huge amount of debt because I can only pay for so much of it. But they got student loans out the wazoo, and now they're every month they've got student loan debts haunting them, whether they have a job or not. I guarantee you, you're going to pay your student loans before you pay anything else. That's an absolute fact. So, this is an option that was not around when my daughters were graduating from here, and boy, I sure wish it was, because I think it's a pretty cool program. And I hope you guys think so too. So I've got just a couple minutes left before I need to take off for my next stop, but if anybody would like to talk to me, come up here right now and talk to me. I've got some flyers up here that explain the program in more detail, and I've also got some business cards if anybody'd like to grab some. And I'm going to leave some here with Mrs. Skinner and with the machining instructors and anybody else who would like to get some information. So, real quick, there are